I want to close out with something that's still affecting a lot of states, not necessarily as severe here in New Jersey, certainly in Ocean and Burlington, it's mass shootings. You signed off on something earlier this year that closes loopholes on universal background checks. The number of shootings in America compared to other countries is absolutely mind-boggling. What can continue to be done to prevent not just the wrong people from having guns, but anybody who doesn't need a gun to have a gun?
Yeah, this is a really heartbreaking issue. I remember I went and spoke with a Boy Scout troop actually before the El Paso shootings, where this young boy came to me and read me a letter, and the letter was about what we can do to help him feel more secure because he's so scared going through these bad guy drills at his school and other problems. And I mean, just such a little boy. This is a really something that compels our leadership at federal level, state level, and others to take steps. As you mentioned, in the House of Representatives, we passed H.R. 8 earlier this year, which was for universal background checks and closing loopholes. Is this going to solve all the problems? Absolutely not. Is it an important step forward? Absolutely. And we need to be able to show the American people that we can make this type of progress. It's been decades since we've had major step forwards in this. There's ways in which we can respect the Second Amendment while making sure we're securing our communities. I had at a previous town hall in South Toms River the other week, had a gentleman afterwards come up to me and said, he's a veteran, a lifelong member of the NRA. He has multiple firearms himself, and he's fully in favor of universal background checks. He said, as a responsible gun owner, it's important that we understand and mark out those who are not and those who are going to be dangerous. And that's a way for him to better be able to show that you can't lump all gun owners in the same category. There are responsible ones who understand how they're going to be operated and recognizing the firepower and the dangers that are there and controlling it. And then there are others that are not. And he didn't want to be lumped in with people who are going to be reckless or dangerous with that. I think that is a very powerful argument, a very powerful voice to lift up. That's a start. Doing what we can to just secure our schools, make sure our kids have the safety that they need. I have my two baby boys in daycare, and I heard mother last night just kind of talking about how scared she is of her kids at school after what happened in Sandy Hook a couple years back. So as parents, as community members, I hope we can at least be able to find some initial steps, build out from there, and try to understand that this is something that's not going to fix itself, and we got to hopefully take some important steps.
Congressman Kinn, thank you for coming in.
Yeah,
and
thanks
giving
for
out some
having
time.
me.